I want to speak to someone specific today, not a couple, not a marriage, an individual, the high earning professional who has not taken a real vacation in 5 years, the eldest child who wires money home before they pay their own bills, the brilliant person who has put their entire life, their marriage, their homes, their dreams, their rest on hold because they believe that if they stop, the whole family back home collapses. I want to speak to you and I want to say something that nobody in your family is saying or will say. Stay with me until the end of this video because by the time we are done, you will understand the difference between sacrifice and the trap, and you will have the permission you have been waiting for to finally choose yourself. Welcome back to YinkusPepe Talks. Real talk, real life with clear eyes. If you're new here, my name is YinkusPepe, and on this channel, we have honest conversations about relationships, family, culture, and life. A while ago, we talked about black tax conversation every couple must have before marriage. Today, I want to go deeper, not into the marriage, but into the individual carrying the weight, what it costs them, and what nobody is telling them about it. Let's talk. The person I am describing, you know who you are. You landed the promotion, you moved abroad, you built something real in the new country, and on paper, you were successful. On paper, everything looks fine, but in reality, you're living like a student. Every raise gets absorbed by a family demand before you can build anything with it. A cousin's school fees, a sibling's lifestyle, a parent's recurring request that never reduce and never end. And you look at your prospect of dating, of building a family, of building a home, of creating a life that belongs to you. And you think, I cannot invite anyone into this. I cannot afford to build something for myself while this is still going on. So you wait. You stay single. You put your romantic life on hold, your financial future on hold, yourself on hold, and you call it sacrifice. I want to challenge that sacrifice today. The truth nobody is saying, if you burn your own house down to keep your extended family warm, what happens when you run out of fuel? If you suffer a health crisis from chronic stress, if you lose your employment because you are too depleted to perform, if you collapse under the weight of what you have been carrying, the financial pipeline ends anyway. And here's the hardest thing I will say today. If that happens, if you lose your health or your youth or your life in the pursuit of keeping everyone else comfortable, they will mourn you. Yes, they will hold a beautiful service. They will weep, and then life will move on. The dependency you created in others will force them to find another source or finally learn to sustain themselves. The tragedy here is that it should not take your collapse for them to discover their own resilience. Your life is a finite resource. Your time, your peace, your health, and your emotional capacity are not infinite assets to be liquidated for the comfort of capable adults. What is actually called is martyr complex, the subconscious belief that your value in your family is entirely tied to your utility, that to be worthy of love and belonging, you must be a financial savior, that your needs come last because everyone else's came first. But a savior complex eventually creates a victim, and the victim carries resentment that has nowhere healthy to go. It poisons the relationships it was meant to protect. And here's what resentment costs in a marriage. A person who has spent years funding an extended family before funding themselves, then eventually maybe arrives in a marriage already depleted, already with a financial architecture that has no room for a spouse, a home for a child, a shared future. And they wonder why the marriage is struggling, why there's tension around money. The black tax did not start in the marriage. It was there before the marriage. This is the permission you have been waiting for. Choosing yourself is not selfish. I need you to hear that clearly. There's a difference between selfishness and self-preservation. Selfishness is demanding that others sacrifice their well-being for your comfort. Self-preservation is refusing to let others sacrifice your well-being for theirs. When you set a limit on what you give, when you decide that what you contribute must come from your overflow and not your core, you're not abandoning your family. You're stepping into the role of a healthy adult who can show up sustainably rather than until they collapse. You're allowed to want a life that belongs to you, to get married, to rest, to build something that outlives you. You do not need permission from the people who benefit from your exhaustion to take your life off pause. They will never tell you it is enough because a bottomless cup can never be filled. You must be the one to say, I love my family and I will no longer disappear for them. I love myself and I will no longer disappear for me. Black tax. They called it love. So you carried everything. Parents, siblings, bills, emergencies, dreams that were never yours until your back bent, your marriage strained, and your own life waited for permission to begin. Honor the sacrifice, but do not become its casualty. You cannot pour from an empty soul, nor save everyone by losing yourself. Love your family, set your boundaries, protect your peace, because the greatest gift you can give the people you love is a life that still belongs to you. Quick housekeeping. If you're looking for deeper conversations, actionable blueprints, and the practical work behind these discussions, join our larger circle on the Patreon app. Because here, we don't just talk about the problems, we do the work. And if you're always on the go, YinkusPepe Talks is now available in audio format on Apple, Spotify, and all major podcast platforms, so you can listen wherever life takes you. You will also find the Relationship Clarity Guide, booking information, and all relevant links in the description box and in my bio. Now, let's wrap this up. Sacrifice is real, love is real. But there's a thin line between honoring the sacrifice and becoming its casualty. Emergency medical care for a parent is a need. Funding a sibling's daily lifestyle while you live in lack is not. Giving from your overflow honors your family. Giving from your core destroys you. You can love your people well and still choose yourself. In fact, that is the only way the love can last. Do better for them and for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. And if this conversation resonated with you, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments below. And until next time, this is YinkusPepe.
YinkusPepe Talks. Intelligent kind of buzz for the heart and the thinking mind. Marriage culture, commentary too. Life in the house for I explain for